Don't go easy.
Okay. So this will make sure that that has me centered. Okay. Good morning, everybody. We are here. We're going to be trying something new. I was invited to test out Outward 2, and so I'm here to play it. Try it out. I've heard a lot of good things. I've seen a lot of good things, and we're going to play some Outward 2. Let's start solo. Yeah. Next, Simeon's Bastion. The new crown jewel of the heroic kingdom of Levant. Not available. I only have Haboob. Sealed away for generations and only recently reopened, the city beneath the world teems with the magical secrets and ancient mysteries waiting to be unearthed. For you, a simple clerk, it might just be a quiet place to settle down and make a life in your newly acquired home. And then there's Tramontane. Life in Tramontane is as harsh as its weather. Nestled in the Gilded Mountains, the city of silver and snow is home to fabled mercenaries and weary miners. You toil from dawn to dusk for a meager living, hoping fate might one day change. Simeon's Bastion. The new crown jewel of the heroic kingdom of Levant is a city of opportunity where no one can rise to the highest, where one can rise to the highest of highs, or fall to the lowest of lows. Vagrants like you litter the dark corners of the shining city, doing whatever it takes to survive another day. Okay, we'll go there. Thug, shipwreck, kaboot. Okay. We got a lot to read through. So, Thug, to survive a different childhood, you had to learn the vague and intimidating presence, and the willingness to back your threats up with violence. Let me make sure the levels are correct, because this is just a little loud. Okay. Shipwreck survivor. Not long ago, you lost everything in an accident at sea. Not only was your prodigious stamina saved from your drowning, saved you from your drowning, only your prestigious stamina saved you from your drowning. You still carry the cracked traditional mask of weird. Of Kazite, the friend that lost, of a dear Kazite friend lost to that tragedy. Karubaran refugee. Your kin were among the last people driven from Karubaran as the war against the Scourge ended. All you have left is your childhood is wrapped up in your faithful old backpack. Aberdeen. You are the distant cousin of a truly old bloodline. Sadly, the blood of Aberdeen family isn't worth very much out here, yet you still have your wits and one last favor to call in. Soberian. Soroborian. You left the glorious city of Harmadan with money in your pocket and your head held high, while your dreams for the future haven't come true. Time to put your last few coins to good use. These names are hard. Traveler, you traveled far in your youth and you still have your old man in your satchel. You know how dangerous the world is outside the walls, but you also believe it's full of wonder too. Warrior's Ear. The blood of the warrior flows through your veins. Although your last few moments of glory was a long time ago, your sword and shield have tasted more rust than blood. Elat worshiper. Even as a child, you found the, strength in the three pillars of the god of discipline. First, help those that are weaker than you. Second, be disciplined in all that you do. Third, you can always become better. Calixia worshiper. No matter how the hardships you've faced, no matter the hardships you've faced, you have kept. It's supposed to be kept. This is a spelling error. Let me grab some paper. Take notes, because this is a playtest, so. Galaxia worship. Text. Error. Kept. Okay. You've kept the goddess of progress in your thoughts and drive yourself to think as she does. Bold new ideas and progress are the dearest values in your heart. Lone Wolf. Another misspelling. Lone Wolf. Beginning. Text. LL should be all. All your life you felt distant from everyone you've met, and your patience for other people has only dwindled. You strive to look after yourself first and foremost, trusting no one unless you have very good reason to. Strength and intelligence. Deadbeat. Whether through bad luck... Deadbeat. Lose the indent. Through bad luck, terrible decisions, or some other failing, your life has been a string of misery and failures. You wonder daily if you'll ever beat those odds and catch a lucky break. If so, you'll have to earn it the hard way. To survive a difficult childhood... Okay, let's make sure there are no other... Caruban... Aberdeen. Soroborian. Traveler. Warriors. Air. Elat. Galaxia. Lose indent. Okay, so strength, intelligence. Willpower and constitution. I'm going with the Elat. Okay, chemist. The smell of herbs and the whir of an alchemy kit has always fascinated you. Brute. At the end of the day, you believe that strength is what matters. Crafty, tinkering with tidbits to make something new never fails to bring light to your eyes. Your peers always used to call you a coward, but you've outlived a few of them already. Bookworm, you'd rather go a day without food than a day without a good book. While the other kids eventually stopped running around you, you learned to run better, fleet-footed. Intense, there's no physical limitation that won't push yourself past to reach your goal, no matter how trivial. Hoarder, you really needed to learn to stop picking up every knick-knack you see, but who knows when one might come in handy. Gourmet, you don't just eat to survive, you'll cook better, fill every need, and not just for those of your belly. Oh, someone said you were once, someone once said you were too stupid to die. Some days, you wonder if he was joking or if he was speaking plain. Steadfast, prudence, and patience have served you well for most of your life, even if it's made you slow to act. Hoarder. I'll go with Hoarder. Oh, I get two? Hoarder and Gourmet. Your story so far. Sealed away for generations and only recently reopened the city beneath the world teems with the How do I turn the Discord overlay off? Okay, there we go. There we go. Perfect. Sealed away for generations. Your story so far. Fix. Justification. Sealed away for generations and only recently reopened, the city beneath the world teems with magical secrets and ancient mysteries waiting to be unearthed. For you, a simple clerk, it might just be a quiet place to settle down and make a life with your newly acquired home. Even as a child, you found strength in the 3 pillars of the god of discipline. First, help those weaker than you. Second, be disciplined in all that you do. Third, you can always become better. You really need to learn to stop picking every knick-knack up you see, but who knows when one might come in handy. You don't just eat to survive, you cook to be better, to better fill every need, not just for those of your belly. I'm gonna do recommend rewriting the summary to be not just repeating what you just read. It would sound better if it wasn't just a repetition. Appearance. Oh my. It's closer. Super Cal. Let's go.
The city under the world, hidden and lost in the aftermath of the scourge felt more like a concept than a reality. If someone had told me 60 years ago that I would call Haboob my home,
Haboob?
would have raised an eyebrow. For over a century, the birthplace of the Cabal of Wind was closed off. So, when the path to Bellowgale was cleared, I couldn't resist its invitation. I needed a new beginning. A separation from 2 turbulent lives in a row.
Will
But
get
turbulence awaits here, just like anywhere else.
Hell.
Most yearn for nothing
Consider
more than
rename.
tranquility. Work hard, buy a home, stay within the walls. Let the curious cats venture outside. But curiosity can be kindled when you get a taste of danger.
Pick up old lantern. Ooh, crafting station. More crafting stations. Ooh. Weeping Pearl Sword Recipe Scroll. I suppose congratulations are in order, yes? Owning a house in Haboob is quite the feat. How long have you lived here? A few years. I was lucky enough to get my hand on it when the city gates opened. I have a good time here. Need a continue convo button prompt for button. I had a good time here. Lots of moments with people of Haboob. I'm really going to miss them. A few years. Oh. I must return to the Burg for business and take care of my ill mother. After all those years, I can't say it's not bittersweet. Haboob means something to me now, but home will always be Burg to me. I'll take good care of it. I'm sure you will. Now all you need to do is turn it from a house into a home. Thank you for this smooth transition. Of course. So tell me about yourself. I'm curious to know what kind of life will fill these walls once I'm gone. I embody the pillars of a lot. Very noble of you. Everyone needs something, and not all are willing to hand out help, if you know what I mean. I've never paid much attention to the holy mission, but most seem like decent folk doing their best, zealots excluded. Well, you must be exhausted, but you should pay for the Chamber Lord a visit if you get the chance. Buying a house comes with a trail of paperwork. You might want to attend to sooner rather than later. If you do have some energy left, however, you should join me at the tea shop. This calls for a celebration. I'm going to the shops before closing time. You should stop by Lazar's place. I'm going to miss the man and his brews. Shops don't close for a while anyway. You have time to check them out and maybe get yourself something for the house. At any rate, I'm heading out to the market. I have faces to see, heads to shake. Before I leave, if you ever find yourself in the Burg, I'd be happy to offer you a drink at the old coin. Ancestors be kind to you, friend. Okay, the person should leave. Inventory. I'm here. Map needs functionality. Because this right now, it doesn't indicate what any of this is. So NPCs should have some sort of dialogue if you're gonna have NPCs. Chamber Lord Constantine, our newest homeowner. I suspect you have come for the deed. It is on my desk. Feel free to grab it. A home to call your own is quite something. The perfect occasion to celebrate, I dare say, with the symposium returning from the latest expedition. This certainly will be Haboob's most exciting week for some time. Farewell. On your desk, huh? I don't see a thing. I don't see a deed. No deed. Yet dialogue. Interesting. Oh, it does have it. Cool. I thought there wasn't an interaction button. I was like, what? Okay. Hello? Oh, greetings! Oh, rather congratulations. You're quite lucky, you know. By the way, did Sebastian seem strange to you, or is that just anything specific? He just seemed different, worried. He kept going outside the walls, sometimes at night even. I don't understand why anyone would do that. I'm just spiraling. Don't mind me. It's a good day for you. Go enjoy your house. Why would you sit down on the ground when there's chairs right next to you? Akil Liberi, Ward Dancer Trainer. Do you wish to learn the ways of the Ward Dancer? In the right hand, a ribbon can become a formidable weapon. What's the word around town? I don't get many pupils. It sometimes feels like I'm teaching a dying art. The Gale folk near Barana travel just once to the ley line. They will spend the rest of their lives here. A shame. The outside world is full of wonder. That's what ward dancers sound like in my head. Thanks for the bow and arrows. I'll take all your stuff. Am I over encumbered? We'll go back to the house and drop stuff off. I can learn this. Back home. My house is over here, right? How do I drink cold water? I have cold water, I gathered it. What? This is really bad. Where do I put my stuff? Because I don't know whether or not it's going to despawn from here. How? It's not very intuitive how some of this stuff works. I also wish I had like a chest or something. Because I feel like I should be able to have more in my pack or a chest to put stuff away in. Also, this is a really bad place to start the game. The game should start in mid-action. I have no idea what I'm doing yet. There's no sort of tutorial showing me what to do. It's just telling me to explore around the city. That is not good game development. Or game design, rather. A better game design would be to have you start out mid-journey to the city. So like getting here to get the house, where you have to survive a couple encounters and learn how to fight and do the basic stuff of learning. You're the barkeeper. Okay, so it's just a clock. Good to know. No mana, no good. Oh, you have to click? It should be click. Okay. For quick slot. Okay. Hello. There needs to be quick slot accessibility by just pressing the button instead of me having to press on the square. I'll drink some river water. I'm tired. Already? Hard-earned goods, more courtesy of my journeys outside the wall. What's word around town? I don't spend much time in town, to be honest. I'd rather be out exploring. Would you have any advice for someone looking to go outside? My first advice? Don't. No offense, but you don't look like the outside material to me. Arurai has more ways to kill you than you can imagine. Now, if you're really eager to meet your ancestors, here's what you should know. You always need a sturdy weapon, some armor, and something that can withstand the sandstorm. Aside from that, you're always down to come. It always comes down to experience and preparation. You need to learn to pick your battles. No shame in running from a fight. Those who call you coward for it are either liars or haven't fought anything fiercer than as I spit on myself. Stickly Pearlbeard. Farewell. Talk to all things for folks. We have all things for all folks. We have rooms, refreshments, nourishment. I don't want a room. Why would I want a room? I have my own house here. This, okay. Not to be overly harsh, but to be critical of a game I'm playtesting, these choices aren't very good choices. They feel like just what you would put in there because you think that they're expected. The point of game design is to subvert expectations, and good writing especially is to subvert good expectations. And if you do, I don't know what that means. Is it because I'm hungry? Sleep. Sounds happen.
Hello there.
With hello, hey Sen. Out knowing what they You could use speech to text as well. It should be pretty easy for you.
Hello there.
It's just playing multiple things. Oh, bonk was from you. I see. I'm doing good. I don't know why. I don't know why it keeps on playing that. Hold on. That's not good.
Hello there.
My alerts are just repeating.
Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Hello there.
Playing twice.
Hello there.
Let me try this. Delete. Browser source. Add source. Add. Let's see if that worked.
Test. Good soldiers follow orders.
Okay. Thank God. Because that was crazy. What? I'm in a fucking cage? Why am I in the cage? Good, you are awake. Apologies for the cell, but circumstances called for measured actions. A guard is dead, shot. My man found the smoking pistol in your hands and Sebastian's bloody journal on the victim. Please tell me you have an explanation. The gun belongs to Sebastian. He was the one who shot it. He planted it on me right before leaving. Sebastian shot the guard? Why? He's never caused trouble before. Why would he start now? Now, that journal that man was holding was rather cryptic, but we could make out a thing or two. We uncovered a schedule that lines up precisely with the victim's shifts. Sebastian may have been tracking him. However, this is all we could decipher. The rest is still heavily coded. Even the symposium's head scholar was clueless before the symbols were found in it. Have I seen the game Epitome on Kickstarter? No, I have not. I'll have to check it out. Let's see. And this is Outward 2. I'm doing the playtest. Let's see.
Do you have a quest I can do there?
Zethar 33, the coastline is indeed a rich zone for research. From your mention,
Okay, before I say anything, what are your thoughts on it? Because I have some thoughts. Because could be another Quinfall fail, but I anticipate the butt. The problem I have is they're already using AI voices in the game, and there are voice actors that need work. And you could train an AI model utilizing voice actors that pays them in a fair and balanced way. The combat, the mechanics, and the rest of the gameplay look basic as fuck. I know they're early on and they're going, you can play content already, but the problem is that that content needs to be more polished and unique instead of just click, 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 click. Because, in my opinion, let's go back to let's go here. This part. All of that, super basic. I can put that and have that functioning in Unreal Engine in a week. The interaction so far.
From your mention,
Almost choked on the Starburst. The proprietary anti-cheat system also has me concerned. Because is this a proprietary engine? No, it's Unreal. If you're using a proprietary anti-cheat system in Unreal, you're devoting engineering resources to things that you don't need to devote engineering resources to. Unreal Engine has a very good anti-cheat system already built in, and that comes with the subscription basically. And it's concerning to see that they're not going with what Unreal already has. Whenever a company starts to reinvent the wheel like that, that concerns me as a developer. The MMO server technology, sure. But the anti-cheat system is odd that you would do that. And the systems aren't like, this isn't all that revolutionary. It's just, it looks like a run-of-the-mill, not to shit on something that you might get, but like, it looks like a run-of-the-mill MMO, and there's nothing so far that has diversified itself to make it seem worth my money. And in a game market that's so saturated, you need to make something that's worth the money. You know? I was obviously framed. Framed? If what you say is true, then you would have to prove your innocence. I can only look at the evidence I have, my friend, and it does not look good for you. You know the law, murderers are to be cast outside the walls, and that's if the other guards don't take matters into their own hands if they want revenge. I don't know if I can stop them. I didn't like New World either. Let me make sure New World is what I think it is. Yeah. There has yet to be a Amazon game that I like at all. Not to shit again on Amazon's development team, but they're all pretty run-of-the-mill, the same. And, like, the same thing with, like, all this Crimson Desert hype that people are going up for. I don't see it. It seems like a gotcha, pay to win for me. New World, I never really liked it. I get you on the MMO thing. I want a new MMO. That's good, but in order to do an MMO, you have to have a lot of money because the multiplayer end of things is hard. One of the best combats for you ever? Okay. I mean, it isn't free, right? New World. It's not free on Luna. Or did it get shut down? They don't even have a website. I'm going to find Sebastian and clear my name if that's the thing I have to do. We know he left the city. No one has seen him since. Out there, at least you'd have a shot at catching him. Your exile begins now, friend, as unfair as it may seem. I can speak to this game, though. This game's beginning needs a lot of work. And I know it's in the Playtest side of things, but this entire intro... it's bad. A game should always start you in the action. For example, a really good example of this is Expedition 33. Starts you right off in the story. You're already starting in, gets used to the tale, and it's maybe 10-15 minutes before you get to the actual game. But that's not bad. It starts you pretty much immediately with action and how to play. This gave me nothing. This taught me nothing. This showed me nothing. Except for a house that I supposedly would have. Gave me a bunch of items that I'm now going to lose. Amazon's going to focus on AI games. Yeah, I know. And any game that has AI in it already for narrative stuff, it's not ready yet. I know how the narrative design AI is supposed to work. It's called an experience manager. And an experience manager is supposed to be in charge of multiple different other AI managers that are autonomous and function in a certain way. And they're very difficult to make. And so far, no one has been able to achieve it. I also dislike AI because it makes slop. It's slop. AI is nowhere near the point of being capable of creating what myself and other developers can create. Period. End of story. That's just what it is. There's nothing else to it. I haven't tried Hightail. I won't try Hightail. not until I hear better things about it, because so far I've heard nothing but terrible, terrible things. Alright, I'll leave. When can I return? As soon as you find Sebastian or a cipher of some sort for the journal. If not, let's hope my own investigation leads to new outcomes. I'll do what I need for Huboob in the meantime and pursue our own investigation into the matter. I wish I could do more for you, but I serve the order. Before you go, use this sandstorm gear. It'll protect you outside the city. I care for all who live in my city, even those I must exile. It brings me no joy to do this, trust me. Now, go. May the ancestors bless your journey. How? What? I'm just allowed to move around freely? This makes no sense. I guess I gotta hop down. There's a lot of work that needs to be done on this. Mushy steak? I can't even activate my weapons. I don't have anything that can help me with this. I've seen the look before. You're not here by choice. Oh god. I'm gonna fucking die. And I can't use the weapons that are in my inventory. How am I supposed to defend myself without any weapons? What? How am I don't... Okay, let's gather wood from this tree. This is truly odd. I don't know what's wrong with my inventory of wood. And now I can't walk. Oh, because of too much wood? How do I gather fiber? None of the normal plants. This is UE5, yeah. I don't understand. Will this give me fiber? No. How do I make cloth? Elat, watch over stranger. I've never seen that look. I've seen that look before. I was just exiled from Haboob. I was framed for murder I did not commit. That is no small activation. Anyways, to prove your, if in fact that's true, the man who set me up recently led the city. I need to find him. I'm guessing by finding him is the key to prove you are blameless. Elat's mercy. And here you are looking for a needle in a haystack. Below Gale is a vast but few settlements. It's in alpha, so this is alpha stage. Games don't look like a UE5 game until around the end. Below Gale is vast, but a few settlements can narrow down the search. Looks like you have a long journey ahead of you. If you're truly innocent, I'd be remiss leaving you to your own devices. I'm looking for a man with pale skinny with a goatee goes by Sebastian. The man who framed you, yes. I'm afraid I've not come across him in the Western Road. That being said, I doubt they go very far without stopping at one of the settlements. Yeah. It does look Palia-ish. But again, it's early stages. Most of this should change. Would I be wrong to assume this is your first time of the essence in your particular predicament? Indeed, I really need to get going. Very well, my wandering friend. One last thing before you leave. Here, take my old tent. I've got some holes and tears, but it'll serve you well enough. It's also easy to get turned around, so let me add a map to that. Don't forget to drink clean water. No amount of swords or spells can save you from dehydration. If there's something I can do to make this situation easier, I'm ready to go. I'm sure, but this opportunity, it presents an opportunity as well. Adversity, when handled with grace, can be a seed of a memorable life. Oh, good. My inventory is fucking non-existent. We are going to set up camp and then take a break. Inventory. Deploy. Enter simple tent. Can you save? I don't know. A bump in the night. Oh God. Pause. Okay. That was rough. It was a rough beginning to a game. It was a really rough beginning to a game. Nothing is explained all that well. Thrown out into the wild without any sort of tutorial of how to build weapons or how to survive or how to do any of that. That's a big, big problem. Reminds me of Conan early on. Too much text. I get the need to want to explain everything through text, but you should show, don't tell. I think it's overall plus program. What the fuck is a plus program? Anyway, overall I think they could cook some more. It needs much more cooking, and then they might have a game. But yeah, I'll be back in a little bit. It's good seeing you, Sen.